Welcome back to Let's Talk Stocks. As Jamaica's digital economy continues to grow, global companies are betting big on local talent. One of those players is Intellibus, a global data engineering and AI company making major investments right here at home. Their upcoming hackathon is already shaping up to be one of the region's biggest, yes, biggest tech events of the year. Joining us today is Camille Gayle. She is the country lead for Intellibus. Welcome.
Hi Daniel. Thank you so much for having us.
Now, Intellibus has made quite an entrance in the Jamaica's digital landscape. What inspired this investment and how has the impact been so far?
Well, let's look at what inspired the investment. Our founder speaks to us very clearly. He came to Jamaica to make a presentation at the Jamaica Stock Exchange earlier in the year. And he had some conversations and the buzz in the room in terms of the impact of AI, and there was a strong interest in it. And they started to do some talks at the universities and found the talent pool was incredible just in talking to the persons. And they said, let's put on a hackathon. Let's test this out, just a proof of concept. And we were able to put a hackathon together over 4 weeks, which turned out to be to break a record, to be the largest hackathon in the region. We had over 300 and plus participants. We had over 700 that actually registered, over 300 plus in the room. And coming out of that room, they were inspired. They saw that the talent is raw, the talent is real, the work ethic is there, and they decided to start an academy to actually plant roots, because if we are able to tap into the minds of the persons that they were able to identify in that room, and we were able to accomplish that in 2 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks. What would happen if we were actually building communities that could do that? And that's why we're here.
Wow. So in terms of the response of the young people, what type of young people were involved from different parishes? Were it students, tertiary, secondary?
Yeah, so let's come closer to this one. So this one, we had the opportunity of a little bit more time. And we took some time and went across the island. We didn't hit every single parish because in some parishes we realized that the turnout wasn't as high and we had a short time frame. But we were able to identify persons. In Mandeville, there was a student, a young boy that came out. He was only 11 years old. Yeah. And we had a Crack the Code competition. It's crackthecode.org, so that's where you can find it. 11 years old, and he was able to crack the code faster than some of the coders in the room, persons who were trained.
Now, how fast?
I can't tell you. I don't remember exactly what the timing on his was, but this all happens within like 2 to 3 hours throughout the day.
Wow.
So it wasn't a lot of time, but he's self-taught. He'd been participating in robotics. His parents supported his vision. They're not coders at all. So that even goes to show that people can learn on their own from the tools that are now available. Access to information is amazing. So you have 11-year-old AIand Beckford, who cracked the code in Mandeville and was able to win for himself access to the hackathon now and just other big awards, big prizes. And it sets him up because he realized that he can accomplish things that he puts his mind to. So AIand Beckford is just like one of them that we're looking at in the community.
No, that's amazing. And because of that, there have been 50 high-tech jobs already created. Now, how different is it from other IT jobs in the local landscape? And how will it impact the digital landscape here in Jamaica?
Well, a lot of the time people get concerned about brain drain. Yeah, we train and they leave. What's happening is the reverse. We are bringing people in to train, and we're identifying the jobs internationally, but the resources are staying local. What it's doing for the jobs that are here, though, it's allowing them to tap into international markets that they wouldn't normally have had as easily accessed before. So what's the difference? The scope, the access to the different regions, the different types of clients, and the fact that the training and the mentorship that they were pouring into their minds and just the nurturing of their minds stays on our shores. It doesn't leave us. We serve the world.
And how has this inspired others to be involved in this initiative then?
When you say others, go ahead.
Well, other students. I'm sure they would have heard it from their friends who are a part of it. How did it inspire them to come to maybe the future hackathon this weekend?
Listen, the communities are building. We have a strong community team. We have ambassadors that are on the ground. Just today I saw some ambassadors have a booth. They had a booth up at the University of the West Indies, and they were just engaging with students and just telling them about the different opportunities. So there are different networks, because one of Intellibus' core features, core principles is community first.
Yeah.
We believe that we must give into the community. And
have to get to the grassroots.
Have to get into the community, because that's where we're going to build from. That's where we set the foundation. And with the community first approach, we not only look at creating our Intellibus community, but also how can we tap into other existing communities so that we can partner with them and strengthen them, so then they then become a part of the message. So how are we seeing the growth?
Yeah.
I don't know the community numbers offhand now. I'll get them back to you. But there's constant, steady growth. I mean, at this point, we're over 1,000 registrants for the hackathon that's this weekend.
Now, I want to go back. You mentioned the academy. Now, what has been a major development since the establishment of the Intellibus AI Academy? And what is the vision behind it?
Well, you probably started there, and we could go back to that, because those 50 jobs. So out of the hackathon, we identified 20 jobs.
Okay.
And we identified 80 persons that would transition through the academy.
All right.
Persons who would have the talent. Now, we're about 5 months later, and there have already been 50 jobs. And this is matching the pay scale of about 10 million Jamaican dollars per annum. Yeah, so that's the scale.
Oh, wow.
And that's 3 times what a lot of these people were making in top corporate entities locally. But it's not just about the money. It's about the access to opportunities, about access to mentorship. It's about a shift in how we think. Because when I sit in the room, it's almost intelligence through osmosis. Like, you watch them get smarter. It's incredible. Like, they come in as they come in as academy students. And it's not your typical academy where you think it's just classroom-based learning. There's a component that looks at the curriculum, but most of it is project-based learning. So on one project, you'd have an academy student, you'd have a software engineer, and you'd have consultants that are internationally based. And they're all working on solving the problem together. So what that does is that the academy student gets real-world life experience on how to solve
real-world life experience.
Right now. So they are solving actual paid experiences on client projects, and they're learning the framework. They're understanding the work ethic. They're getting through the culture. So it's not chapter 3, page 4, chapter 3, page 48.
Not
so
theoretical.
It is a lot
Very
more. It's practical, but it's also inspirational.
Okay.
Because they are challenged daily. They are pressed to think beyond what they think they could do. A lot of them come in, and it's a difficult environment to shift to. But once they press through, I mean, we had Shania Gardner on speaking with us the other day, and she was talking about she learned something every day. Every single day she learns something new, and that's amazing to be in a space where the environment is set for that type of learning.
So in other words, they're not only being compensated greatly, however, they are also enriching their minds, basically.
Yeah.
And that's inspirational. Now, I want to segue now into the hackathon details, right? It's coming up this weekend.
That's right.
Just give us the dates.
October 18th and 19th.
All right. So what can persons expect?
So it's a 36-hour event. So when some persons hear October 18th and 19th, they think they go home and they come back. That's not what it is. This is a 36-hour event. We start checking at 7 a.m. We encourage persons to register before they get there. But when you get there, you will scan your QR code, because once you register, you then get into the platform. You're a part of the hackathon environment. And you will have a QR code.
No, when you say hack into the platform,
get into the platform.
So
once you register, you access the Intellibus Hackathon platform.
Okay, all right.
So in the platform, you're going to see your QR code. So it's almost like your event tickets.
All right.
Yeah. So for a friction-free experience to get in, you just walk up to the check-in person. They scan your code. You pass that person. Somebody bands you. You go to the door. They ask you if you have a team. Are you a part of a team? Would you like a team? Teams of 3 to 5 are what we recommend. And if you already have a team, you're seated on one side. If you don't, you're sent to another side so that the coaches can help you with team formation. And you get some insights, some information about the rules, judges. There's like an opening ceremony. But at 12 noon, the hacking starts. And the teams now come together and start building their solutions. What you really need to come into the hackathon with is a problem to solve.
Yeah.
And when you start to solve that problem at 12 noon on Saturday, you do not stop until 12 noon on Sunday.
So you're going straight through the night?
24 hours of working, 24 hours of hacking. You're building a solution. You're making it ready for market.
So I'm sure there'll be a lot of refreshments to keep you going.
Absolutely. So the meals will be provided. And as a matter of fact, you don't even have to worry about a queue. The meals will be taken to you.
Wonderful.
So the meals will be taken to you. A rest area will be provided. That will need to be done on rotation. But within the platform, you'll be able to request a bed. You'll be able to request a coach. You'll be able to report an issue if you're having any challenges with your hardware, with your software, if you're having any challenges with your power, if you're having challenges with your internet. You'll be able to send in a request, and we have so many people that are waiting to help you. We have over 70 volunteers that are just waiting to say, how can we assist?
All right, so let's get into the good stuff, the prize money. So in the first hackathon, I believe it was $2.4 million in prizes. Is there anything new for this hackathon?
I'm happy to say that for this hackathon, we've gone to over $4 million in prizes.
What do you say?
Yeah.
1.6 million more?
So we're doing it. So we moved from $15,000 to $25,000 in cash and prizes. So what that looks like is that the actual teams will have prizes of $5,000 for the winning team.
Okay.
$3,000 for the second place.
US guys.
Everything's in US.
$3,000
$3,000 for the second place and $2,000 for third place. However, we've added some category prizes. We call them our speed labs. So if it is that you come
call
up...
them speed labs?
Speed, yeah, speed labs.
All right.
So if it is that you have a project that is ready, that can just hit the market right now, there's a special prize for you.
All right.
If it is that you have one that's almost there, that did really well, there's another prize for you. So we have 5 additional categories that will carry us up if. Now, based on what we've seen across the island when we're talking to those persons in the rooms and with the crack the code competition, we know we'll find them. And that's why we added extra categories.
So you have extra goodies, extra money, extra prizes. That's wonderful. Now, in terms of what's next for Intellibus Jamaica, you are the country lead, right? I understand that there are plans for an AI innovation hub in Kingston. Tell us about that.
Well, what we're going to be doing is that, let's say, we're planting roots deep and wide. So I'm not able to speak to exactly where we are right now because it may not be Kingston. It may be on the outskirts. There are lots of things that we're working into it. I think the point to stick on this one, though, is that we are planting roots.
Yeah.
So when we get a little bit closer to those defining points and I can say, okay, Daniel, this is my building.
Yeah.
I have acquired the land. What I can say to you now is that I have teams of people that are looking. We have been working on finding the right place because the right place is important to us. It's not any building. We could have taken any building that we wanted at the very beginning, but we've been based in AC Hotel since the last hackathon. That's where we work.
Okay.
And we will be there because it has an environment, it has what it is that we recognize allows our teams to experience what we would like them to experience on a day-to-day basis when they come in to solve those problems.
Now, you would have seen over the last few years, AI is a big topic, especially for Jamaica. There is a designated national AI task force. Now, how does Intellibus fit into the national agenda for digital transformation through AI?
Well, I'd tell you that Chris Record from that designated task force is one of our advisors.
Okay.
So we are partnering, we are walking alongside Chris. Chris is informing us, Chris is keeping us where we need to be.
Yeah.
And the reverse, I would say, is true. So those long-term plans, again, I will be able to give you a lot more details once we're able to say, some things have signed. What I would say to you now is that we're in the process of signing quite a few MOUs. We have the support of the education ministries. We have the support of digital transformation. We have the support of Minister Marks. So a lot of things have been said publicly. So let's sign on those lines. And then I can come back with we can see where we go forward. But what I would say is that the right connections are being made. Community first. We are building communities and we're planting deep roots.
Now, before we end this interview, I must ask you, what is your vision or what is your message rather for young Jamaicans who want to enter into AI data science?
What's the message? Access to information and access to opportunities has never been where it is today. So if you have an idea, And if you have a problem to solve, come out to AC Hotel on October 18th and 19th, join the hackathon and solve a problem.
All right, thank you so much. That was Camille Gayle, Country Lead for Intellibus, sharing the vision behind one of the Caribbean's most exciting AI events. The second Intellibus Hackathon runs from October 18 to 19 at the AC Marriott Hotel in Kingston. For more details, visit their website or social media pages. And that brings us to the close of today's edition of Let's Talk Stocks. Thank you, Camille. And join us again on Monday at 9 a.m. for a fresh look at how regional and international developments shape the financial landscape. I'm Daniel Passley, and this has been Let's Talk Stocks, your window into the world of business, markets, and money. Until next time, stay informed, stay invested, and stay inspired.